Good morning, folks. It's time to do another garden tour. We're going to do a quick tour inside the greenhouse, and then we're going to go out to the garden, out in the soil. We have primarily been showing you the greenhouse because of the nonstop rain we've had. It has dried up enough that we're able to get into the garden outside, and I'm going to start showcasing that. While the greenhouse is fantastic, not everybody's going to have access to a greenhouse. I want to show you in the coming weeks that you can have these very same results that you're seeing here in your own soil. Because we are giving all of the nutrients that the plants need on a weekly basis, it doesn't matter the condition of your soil. We're going to give them everything that they need. The peas are really coming in now. We're absolutely covered up. We have cucumbers that are developing and we've started to eat them. We have one tomato that's ready to pick today, and we've got a bunch more that'll be ready in the coming weeks. These are melons and butternut squash here. You can see the spaghetti squash down there is going nuts. And we have green beans that are forming finally on our green beans. We have some of these plants that are about 10 feet tall now. I'm just absolutely overrun with green bean plants. The broccoli has nearly come to an end. We have a lot of heat now, so it's beginning to bolt. But we'll still continue to eat the leaves. The kale is doing well. The beets came out of transplant shock and are growing nicely. We have already started to eat leaves off of them. They are phenomenal in smoothies and even a stir fry. We have finally dried out enough that we're able to get started in our garden out in the soil. This, of course, is a Mittleider grown entirely in the soil. And I want to stress that you don't have to have a greenhouse. You do not have to have a grow box with a custom growing medium to have a successful Mittleider garden. You can do this cheaply in your own soil. In this bed on my right, we have zucchini and cucumbers down there. Those have been in there about 3 weeks. The peppers over here to the left, and this is a full 30-foot row of peppers. There's a bunch of different varieties in there. Those have been in 1 week. My tomatoes over here have also been in for a week. We started all of these as seedlings and have transplanted into the garden as soon as the soil was dry. Here I've got celery and a couple other leftover peppers, and the rest of the bed, nothing is in it yet. We have more beets, more chard. I have 2 varieties of beets, and we'll probably end up putting kale in here. I'm going to start seeds in a seedling tray, raise the seedlings, and then put the seedling into the garden. Over here is the only 4-foot Mittleider grow box that we have. I'm not a fan of the 4-foot box. They're okay for a short crop. I love to grow my root crops in a big box. These are potatoes and sweet potatoes. There's a Yukon Gold, the tall plant on the left, and the Will Deer manicured other plant here on the right are my sweet potatoes. We have issue with the deer for a couple of weeks. They kind of prune them down. They always come back, and 2 or 3 weeks into it, I'm guessing there's other stuff the deer become interested in. They leave us alone and they move on. But something else that I grow outside, Cascade hops. The top of that board is 16 feet tall. This is a 2nd year growth on our hop. You can see all the hop cones are starting to come in now. And this will eventually be made to make an IPA. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here for the day. I'm pretty excited to bring you future content and show you what's possible with the Mittleider method in your own soil. you will be able to see the same type of results in your own soil. And in the coming weeks, I hope to show that to you and maybe convert a few of you. If you're interested in the Mittleider garden, we have some previous videos on growing in your own soil. It's part of the growing a inexpensive Mittleider garden. And I will have an in-screen video link here for you to watch. As always, thanks for watching.